Hello, kind of funny best friends. I've been fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to showcase a sample of the work I've been doing over on my own channel, youtube.com/J.A.M. Here is an interview that I did recently with WWE superstar John Cena. If you enjoyed this video, please come on over and subscribe to my channel so that you can see more interviews like it in the future. Thanks. Welcome to J.A.M Media, or J.A.M for short, where I cover all of the topics that I'm passionate about, which often ranges from music to sport to movies and video games. Just last week, I got to speak with WWE superstar John Cena, ahead of his upcoming tour of Australia with his speaking tour. Stop messing about though and get to my interview with John. Hi John, how are you?
Very good, how are you?
Not too bad. Firstly, congratulations on the engagement.
Thank you very much. I'm unbelievably happy. It went tremendously well. Thank you very much.
When did you decide WrestleMania was going to be the place to pop the question? And was that a difficult process, keeping that a secret from Nicole backstage?
It was. I had my heart set on New Year's just because I thought it would be a rare occasion for both of our families to maybe be together and spend some time, and that's exactly what happened. But upon thinking about it a little bit more, I mean, I'm very close with my family, and Nicole is very close with her family, but I also consider the WWE my family, and, you know, I really couldn't think of a better way to share a moment like that than with a place that I truly call home, a place that I've spent more time in the last 15 years than any other place in the world. It truly is where I feel most comfortable, and it's something that I really look forward to doing. The awkwardness is our forever moment, our engagement moment. I'm wearing wristbands and knee pads and my shirt's off, and so there is that. But I honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way.
You're returning to Australia in July to tell your untold story. How intimate can we expect this show to be?
Well, it's a very intimate setting, and it's certainly moderating. And the one thing I want to focus on is certainly giving the audience enough time to ask what they want. I don't ever see myself writing a book, so I'm always pretty comfortable speaking in front of an audience, and my life pretty much has been open forum for the WWE audience for the past decade and a half, and certainly in the reality world for the past 3 years of my relationship. So I don't see any reason to hold back any details of my life. I'm not ashamed of or regret anything I've ever done. So it sure will be a one-of-a-kind experience for anybody that shows up.
Having toured here in the past with the WWE, I imagine you've ticked off all of the touristy items. How do you feel about coming back to Australia, and how different is this tour going to be?
You know what? Australia is absolutely beautiful. I know we have a date on the Gold Coast as well. I'm pretty fond of that because that's where we filmed the Marine. It's a very fast trip for me. I come back to action in the WWE. I'm slated for July 4th. So I will immediately do an event on July 4th and then fly to Australia for 3 days and then fly back for WWE television, I believe, on July 11th. So as usual, just like the style of a WWE trip, it's very fast, but it'll be more than enough time for anybody who wants to take in a wonderful, one-of-a-kind experience to do so.
You've been transitioning into the mainstream media a bit more recently. How has that experience been, and how do you feel about the comparisons that always seem to pop up between you and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Well, I'm certainly very grateful to be put in the same conversation as Dwayne Johnson. I think as far as accomplishment and drive, he sets the pace, and I do my best to try to keep up. I would say that I think, and this gets to be a difficult question, and hopefully I'll be able to discuss this in the nice setting we have. I really think people overlook the WWE as mainstream media. The amount of people we reach on a weekly basis and the over 750 million unique social followers we have throughout the globe certainly classifies us as mainstream media. So I guess I'm kind of on a little bit of a quest to let everybody know that we're still doing really big stuff over at WWE, and you can kind of balance the both.
Your filming schedule is always incredibly busy, but I believe at this stage it's even busier than normal. Is that correct?
That is correct. It's wonderful. I'm actually doing two projects at the same time. I'm shooting Daddy's Home 2 and a movie called Pact, and one is in Boston and one is in Atlanta. So I'm kind of going back and forth between the two, which is abnormal, but as you'll find out in the forum, I'm a pretty busy person and I like to stay busy, and I'm sure questions about that will come up, so I look forward to answering those. But it really is good to do a film so close to home. A few of the days we were filming in a small town called Lawrence, which is really close to West Newbury, so I did, for a few minutes, get to see my family, which was a nice little treat when you can balance work and family.
Recently we've seen Dave Bautista break out with his roles in Guardians of the Galaxy. Is there a dream role like that you would like to have in the future? No. I'm in a very fortunate place where I've had a lengthy, successful career with the WWE, and I just turned 40 this past April, and physically I'm still ready to go, but it takes a little bit longer to bounce back than it did 10 years ago. And I'm really finding a nice groove in cinema, attaching myself, and in television as well, attaching myself to stuff that I actually like to read. So I'm not sure about what the next dream role would be, but I tell this to a lot of folks when I was promoting The Wall. I said I'll know it when I read it, because I'm in the storytelling business with the WWE, and when I read a good story and I get invested in it, I feel as if I can accomplish what I need to accomplish in it. So I'll just know it when I read it. During your time with WWE, you've become known for your tireless charity work. That must be an incredibly humbling experience.
It's actually, you know what? I honestly, that's one of the many things I miss about being back in the WWE ring, and my return is coming soon. It's July 4th, right before this little tour of Australia. So I'm sure we'll have a bunch to talk about when I show up there. But that's the thing I miss the most is being able to meet families and meet people who enjoy what WWE does and allows WWE to give them hope and them a really positive experience. So I really can't wait to get back to doing that.
On social media, your theme music and the "You Can't See Me" catchphrase has become somewhat of a meme. How does it feel to be a meme on the internet?
I think it's wonderful. I think there are a lot of people who get upset when they're kind of mocked by the internet, but I have a sense of humor, and most of the times in laughing, the first person I laugh at is myself. So I'm really, you can never be upset about something like that, because it's out of your control. Once the internet catches a hold of something, it truly is unstoppable. It's a greater power than one man. So I just kind of let it ride and laugh along with everybody else. I guess it's better to be called a meme than called nothing.
And finally, does the WWE have the next John Cena on their roster? And if so, who is that?
Well, I think right now I'd be remiss to say that Roman Reigns hasn't made a serious impact. I know he's been around for a little bit, debuting with the Shield, and now certainly making a severe impact as a singles performer. But I'd say far and away he's the one that stands out above everyone else.
Thank you very much for your time, and all the best with the tour.
Oh, thank you. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
I hope everybody enjoyed my interview with John Cena. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, bookmark my website, jameyapsmedia.com, and support over on patreon.com/jameyapsmedia so that I can continue to bring you more interviews and reviews in the future. Thanks.